As others have also mentioned, I was a bit anxious when mounting the cooler onto the mainboard due to its overall weight/size, but I'm happy with the outcome as it looks great in my H440 case while keeping my overclocked Ryzen 5 2600 cool. Very quiet 120mm fan by MSI, easy to install, keeps my 9708 core around 40°-50° degrees under a heavy gaming load. Can actually fit, closely, in most mid-tower standard cases. This cooler is awesome, very easy to install, dropped my temps by 10 degrees under load, 70 to 60, and 12 degrees idle, 50 to 38. I would recommend this to anyone looking to lower in-game temps. I also used Arctic Silver 5 thermal paste instead of included paste. Wow! I did not anticipate this sort of performance from an MSI cooler. Don't get me wrong, I love MSI. I have their Z170 Gaming M3 motherboard and GTX 1070 Gaming X GPU, I just never imagined they would launch a CPU cooler. When I saw it, I had to have it to go with the rest of my red and black build. I assumed I would see average performance, what I got was top-notch air cooling performance. My i5 6600K at 4 GHz never rose above 51C under unrealistic stress tests. In-game, 2560 by 1080 degrees at ultra settings, Battlefield 1 was no sweat, all cores ran at 45C max, usually floating around the low 40s, sitting at 28-29C idle. If you're looking for a solid air cooling solution and you want something a little more visually appealing than the trusty Hyper 212 Evo, this is your best bet. Installation was a breeze. I would definitely recommend to anyone building a PC or upgrading from a stock or low-end aftermarket air cooler. Pros: great packaging, presentation and aesthetics. Installation was super easy, allows for push/pull config, cheap and affordable while adding some flair with swappable faceplates and an LED logo. Cons: some motherboards might have an issue with 4-slot configuration as you don't have much room to work with. I decided to upgrade to Ryzen, but I would rather save up and go for a full custom water cooling loop. I didn't have the money, so I figured it'll stick with air for the time being, and this CPU cooler caught my eye. Installation was super easy. I went ahead and mounted this on my Asus Crosshair Vi Hero motherboard, but I didn't like the mounting setup for the AM4 socket, and luckily the motherboard also H. My only gripe is that the first fan for the push config is literally touching my G-Skill Trident ZRGB. I have 4x8GB of Trident ZRGB. Luckily it fits, but barely. Temps is ridiculously cool to the point where I thought it was misreading. I am getting 26-28C idle and 48C at full load on stock settings, which I do plan on overclocking later. I also accounted for the 20C offset that AMD has with their 1700X and 1800X CPU and used Ryzen Master to monitor CPU temp as well as Winfo64. I am blown away seeing how these temps just as good as having a water cooling setup on my last rig. Click link in description for more reviews.